Ashtar, Enhanced DNA Update. Greetings, family. It's good to be here again. The Earth continues its journey towards the encounter with its original luminosity, and you continue in this carriage of so many learnings, carrying the energy of renewal in your hearts, because this is what has happened, powerfully, in recent times. I told you about Observe the Dust recently in one of my messages, and now I come to give you a little more of this process, how your bodies are being assisted by the lunar and solar forces. Dear ones, I recently informed our transmission source, Neva, about these energies, how they have intensified in recent times, how solar projections have increased considerably, and how explosions in the solar core have reverberated and sent transforming waves to Earth, as well as about the intensity of the lunar force and how these forces have been messing with all your cells. For eons of time, all of your bodies have been out of alignment because of the many traumas they have suffered, and at this time, the solar angel and the lunar angel have begun their most direct collaborations with these alignments. You will realize that with each full moon, solar or lunar eclipses, or even of the Earth, as well as solar explosions, will increase their energetic effects on the Earth's surface and on all living beings, regardless of whether in body or out of it. When these waves arrive and meet your energy fields, they start a true cleansing by turning your cells and picking up in them everything that is impregnated and that can no longer be a part of. It's a real rash the rug and dust off your energy fields. You will obviously perceive a greater need for rest, as your bodies will need to recalibrate with each new wave received from the sun or moon, and it is necessary that you respect this call to rest. All this influence in your bodies will open up your clairvoyances and your abilities to access the multidimensional fields more, as the denser layers that prevent this are being removed. It is only natural that many of you now begin to have more dreams, much more lucid dreams and extra physical experiences, as the veil continues to thin and the layers and removal allow for these reopenings to the more subtle environments of existence. You will also perceive a greater ability to understand our messages on a multidimensional level. In a brief linear future, a quantum device will enable connections to other realms of existence where, just as you call a friend in another city, you can maintain similar contact with the other dimensions. Obviously, the ways of communicating with us will be vast and, as you move towards meeting your own multidimensionality, little by little, you will no longer need any external information, when everything will already be very clear within you. Of course, there are also many souls on Earth who still need help. They will be given all the possibilities of reunion and realignment of their bodies, so that they can enjoy their freedom of soul, without pain and suffering. Unfortunately, there are still souls who choose the more difficult paths, and we have to respect them on their journeys. Even with all the infusions of the highest vibrations coming from the sun and moon and all the angelic realms that assist you as well as the billions of ships at my command, we will be ready to assist in whatever is necessary for you to rise again and meet again. Behind the scenes of your world's governments, the influences of solar and lunar projections also cause tremendous movement. Those who still hold a certain domain on this planet are about to be completely evacuated, not in the way they imagine, but as the universal laws will take care of, in a fairer and more ethical way. Certainly, you more sensitive lightworkers somehow perceive all the turmoil on the surface and in the 3 nearby orbits. Many of you may find turmoil in the heavens as there is much clearing work going on, and the solar and lunar infusions make it possible to advance our work in these layers. Such energies melt the protective layers of non-Confederate spacecraft that orbit and attempt to threaten life on Earth. We ask our broadcaster here to give you an example of what has happened in low Earth orbit, when our ships enter and neutralize the dark forces still at work. Recently, a non-Confederate ship from the lower 4th dimension materialized and, due to an intense solar wave present, lost its support and, before it hit the ground, we disintegrated it. We have relocated all members of this ship to our regeneration labs and are under the care of Vrilin, our collaborator. Some residents of the state of Sao Paulo could perceive a rumbling when we disintegrated, thus preventing further disruptions in physicality. This is to let you know, dear ones, that we are very active, much more than you imagine. More situations like this will continue to happen, like stars falling from the sky. Non-Confederate fleets are tremendously influenced by the crystalline projections that bait the 7 realms that make up the Earth and its sublayers. In the midst of all this, dear lightworkers, we reinforce our continuous support and protection in everything that is possible for us, always through your openings and conducts. We cannot go beyond what you yourselves allow us to do. Enjoy each day of your lives on Earth, as you will never forget all the experiences that made you the masters you are today. Oh! And how do I know, you will ask? Ashtar, what about the virus? And the rumors of war? I already told you, watch the dust. And be ready to see more than you imagined, when it completely settles. Even though you are very informed about what has been happening, you will still be surprised about everything that is happening. Watch the dust, watch. And I guarantee, there will be no another global war on Earth, nor nuclear explosion that affects the human mass. That's a promise, my promise to all of you. I am Ashtar Sheren, and I command billions of ships. And we are all ready to intervene, directly, in case anyone, who does not speak for us, acts with this evil intention. And so it is. Adonai. In love, light and humanity. Raphael, Neva/Gabriel RL.